I think for me, what makes Arsenal Colorado stand out from all the other clubs in the state is the people with the club, and seeing the commitment and the passion for the game and for the players.
One of the reasons I like coaching with Arsenal Colorado is because we focus on the big picture. It's not just about winning that season. It's about making the players stronger players, better teammates, and better individuals.
We're going to be competitive. We're going to work for our members. We're going to listen to you guys. So for us, if you want to be a part of it, it's fantastic. Good things are going to happen. You're going to enjoy it.
Grouping by likability, we take very seriously. We work very hard in the tryouts to do that. The goal is you get everybody as best you can playing with kids that are just like them. And that allows everybody the opportunity to be successful.
And they just had you go out there, train a little bit. The coaches were watching you, which was scary. But the experience was great, honestly. I got to find other people that I didn't know at the time, but now they had the same level of play as I did, and now they're some of my best friends.
Every year we do player evaluation opportunities, and so in the fall, in the wintertime between two seasons and at the end of the season, kids might move up and down.
There is a lot of change within teams from U11 to U18. There's changes every year, and like I said, players will develop physically at different times, and that movement is obviously key for player success as well.
My oldest daughter, at age 11, or at U11, after tryouts, she was offered a spot on the blue team and was happy and sad at the same time. She was disappointed that she wasn't placed on a higher team. However, she said that night that she was going to prove to the club that she deserved a spot on a higher team. And 3 years later, she's now on the U14 Arsenal Gold team, and she has had a fantastic experience every step of the way.
Even if a child mentally or physically hasn't developed to the point that they hope they were at, by supporting 4 or 5 teams in each age group, we have a place for all those players, and as they do develop, there's room for them to grow, there's room for promotion.
That's a big advantage over other clubs in the area who may have 1 or 2, because the difference between the first team and the second team at the smaller clubs can be huge. Whereas for our club with multiple teams, a much bigger group, the changes from one team to the next aren't as drastic. So there's opportunities therefore to move up and move down that are more realistic.
I know it's easy sometimes for people to say, well, my kid is starting down here, they're never going to make it up. But if they stick with it and work their butts off and truly want it, then the opportunities will be there for them.
Looking back, the blue team was the right place for her at that point in her development. And she was able to be placed with girls that had similar skills, and there was a lot of opportunity for her to learn and to grow and to be challenged at that level, and she thrived.
Arsenal Colorado has a full-time staff of 4 professional coaches, and they're all licensed, very, very highly national licenses that they travel around the country to attain.
The club offers such a great program for developing coaches, and they encourage, going out and getting licenses and going out and learning, more successful ways to coach from coaches all across the country.
We have minimum standards for coaches. They have to have a minimum of a USSF D license, coaching license. I know some relatively close clubs that, don't have any minimum standards.
Our coaches take it really seriously. They like to have fun, but they're very serious about it. And their goal is to develop players and to develop teams, and not just soccer players, but the overall person as well.
The soccer complex is the best complex in the state, in my opinion. No one has a facility that is as well maintained, as large, and as flat as ours is.
Because there are times when you go to other field sites and the fields are really hard, or they're just rocky, or I've been on ones that have these big almost ditches in them. It's hard for players to play on.
I've been to a number of fields all around the country, and I haven't seen anything like the facilities that we have. The grass is always perfect. You know, you always know that you're going to get a good game there because the surface is good.
In 2011, there was a group of coaches from AC Milan who came to do a one-week camp at the complex. And AC Milan is one of the top clubs in the world. And their coaches, when they came and saw our fields for the first time, they said, these are some of the most amazing fields we've ever seen around the world.
It's not just about what are we going to do for you today, it's what are we going to do for you for the next 7 years. We're going to work and work and work to make sure that your son or daughter is going to get the best level training, the best experience that they can possibly get.